What's good, YouTube? Your boy Bossco back again with another sneaker video. Hopefully you're having a great day wherever you are in the universe. By the title, you already know what we're talking about, the Kyrie 7 and the Kyrie 6. We're going to compare them, talk about them, give you my thoughts on both of them, and you let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share the video on other platforms so people can come and check out this video as well as everything else on the channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these shoes, you dig? First, we got the box. We're not going to speak much on them, just briefly. This one has a lot more color to it. This one doesn't, kind of a red feel. This is kind of what the mystery box looks like with the Kyrie 7. And then, you know, the Kyrie 6 was just something different, vibrant. I'm not mad at it if you had a choice of box, which some people like it, some people don't. Which box do you guys like better, the Kyrie 6 or Kyrie 7? Enough about that, let's get into these shoes. Now I'm going to cover some of the specs of it, but I'm just going to go off the overall feel and just my experience with both of the shoes so far. This shoe has only been out for a few days, maybe like about a week. And this one obviously been out for some time, and I've worn both. If you know my story, I used to hoop. I tore my Achilles tendon about a year ago, so I never really got back to hooping like that. So unfortunately, I haven't done any performance reviews or actually tried these things on the court. I wear them more so for casual wear. But having said that, let me just go ahead and tell you about what I think about them, right? First, we're going to go ahead and get into the Kyrie 6 now. Pay no attention to the colorway because, of course, the colorway is fire. This is the All-Star Trophy colorway. This one right here is super dope. One of the only Kyries, I believe there's two, that has patent leather, which is something that's really fire. I mean, the aesthetics of the shoe and the detailing and, you know, the quality of the shoes always are great for Kyrie, especially for the buck that you're paying for them. I believe these retailed at $140 because they were All-Star, but they normally retail at $130. Same thing with this one, the Hendrix colorway of the Kyrie 7. This one retails at $140 because it's one of them SEs, like a special edition. But it normally will be, you know, retailed also at $130. So no price change from the 6 to the 7, which is really, really dope. But getting back to the 6, bro, the overall design of it is really fire. Of course, people compared it to the Yeezy, of course, the Yeezy 2. But, you know, it does have that vibe, of course, but within its own right, it has a lot of crazy colorways that didn't come out in Yeezys that are super fire. And this one right here is just ridiculous. You know, the upper toe box area definitely is a little bit more firm than the 7. It feels like there's a little bit more layering, kind of thicker on the upper of the Kyrie 6, plus this rubber part of the shoe, which is also for traction. It makes it more snug. Now, I found that the Kyrie 7 was a little bit more easy on my toes as far as the snugness. I was able to wear a size 13 and not feel like I needed a 14. I've worn them a couple times since actually getting these Kyrie 7s, and I haven't had an issue. The more you wear a shoe, obviously it breaks in, so I do feel like these are true to size, and the Kyrie 6s is more, definitely go up a half a size or even a full size depending on your foot. Unfortunately for me, I'm a size 13. Well, not unfortunately, that's a great thing. But with this shoe, I feel like I can rock the size 13. This one was made in China. The Kyrie 6 had two different areas where it was made, China and Vietnam. The Vietnam pair was a little bit more snug than the China pair. So I'm curious to see if the Kyrie 7 is going to follow that and have pairs that are made in Vietnam and in China, and if there's a major difference in the size. If you're somebody out there who's owned multiple Kyries and you've noticed that with the Kyrie 6 as well, some in China, some in Vietnam, let me know if you guys feel one is more, you know, snug than the other. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because the reason why it's more snug is because there's more cushioning around the heel and the tongue and the heel, just more cushioning in there. And sometimes most of the time, the quality on the outside, the back part of the shoe, the outside part of it, the quality is usually really good. I just can't even talk right now, excuse me. But yeah, then we have the Kyrie 7, which dropped very recently. A lot of colorways with the preheat with the preheat pack that's out. Unfortunately, I haven't grabbed one of those yet because I was confused on where I was able to get them from. But we do have the Hendrix, which is one of the fire colorways also. I'm really in love with the shoe. I think the colorway is crazy, the whole design of it. You know, if you look at them from side to side, it seems like the Kyrie 7 is a little bit higher as far as the cut of the tongue and even a little bit on the heel area. Of course, you guys will get some visuals up close to see what I'm talking about. But I think, you know, the overall fit of the shoe is better, and there is a little bit more space on the toe box. I didn't feel the snugness like I said before, you know what I mean? The traction on both of these shoes are definitely different. but great in the same. I've heard a lot of great feedback about the Kyrie 6 on court, and I'm curious myself to see how the Kyrie 7s are. I feel like this tire looking traction is something that's going to be great on the court, indoors and outdoors. If you're somebody who hoops outdoors and you wear a pair of Kyrie 7s, let me know. Give me the feedback, of course, in the comment section below. The cushioning on the back of the shoes, man, feels like there's a lot more softness, a little bit more softness on the Kyrie 7. I believe something about this little dip right here has something to do with that. I'm not really sure on that, but I feel like maybe that's like double layered or something. I think it's really, really dope. The Kyrie 7 is definitely an improvement of the Kyrie 6. I love the Kyrie 6 and the way it looks, but as far as the fit, I like that a little bit more. It does weigh a little bit less, maybe an ounce or so shorter. We did a review on the Kyrie 7 and I showed you guys the comparisons of the weight. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I believe it's shorter or lighter for about an ounce, maybe an ounce and a half. But these, they did their job with this shoe. I'm curious to see what else they're gonna do with the Kyrie 7. I'm not mad at either one of the shoes. I kind of like them both equally. I couldn't really choose which one I like a little bit more. I'm a fan of the Kyrie 6 because of the look. I like the strap, even though a lot of people don't like how it doesn't go all the way. It's kind of a short strap. I still really like this shoe, the way it was made. If you get the right size, it's fire. It's good for on the court and off the court. I feel like this one here might be better on the court, but of course I rock things on and off the court, or more so off the court. And these are gonna look fire with, sweats and things like that, shorts for sure. So I'm curious to see how that, that is. I haven't worn them out in public. I just worn them a couple times, once for the review, and then also just walked around just to kind of get used to them and see what's really good with these shoes. But so far, so great. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on both of these shoes and which one you guys like more. Of course, the detailing of each one kind of, upgrading to the other. The silhouettes almost look the same, just without the strap. With this area right here for the lacing, I'm curious to see how this actually helps, when you're hooping compared to having the strap like the Kyrie 6 did. But these are pretty dope, man. You gotta love the shark bites. Some people call these shark bites. Some people say this is for the Opera House in Australia because Kyrie, has a lineage and he's from Australia, so maybe that's why. What do you guys think about it? Regardless, I think the whole shark teeth is fire. It reminds me of Bape, and I just go with shark teeth, but it kind of makes sense of the Opera House. Let me know what you guys think about that, and if you guys own a pair of Kyrie 7 so far, let me know. I'm trying to get some preheat colorways pretty soon. At some point I will grab some. But out of the Kyrie 6 and Kyrie 7, the overall, man, I do feel like I like the fit a little bit more on the 7 because it's not as snug. The colorways remain to be seen. I guess the colorways don't really make the shoe, but then again, it kind of does sometimes. Am I a fan of the strap being there or not? I feel like the strap not being there gives you a little bit more leeway of getting your foot inside the shoe. With the fly trap on the Kyrie 5, that was a little bit of an issue for people getting their foot in that shoe for sure. The strap here wasn't really an issue for you to get your foot in there. It just didn't really cover your, the shoe all the way. And then it also sometimes caught onto the laces, which a lot of people did not like. This right here kind of gives me a throwback Kyrie 3 or Kyrie 1 vibe with how this upper looks. Just my personal opinion. You guys can give me yours, of course, in the comment section below. I'm curious to see what else is to come from the Kyrie 7 though, man, as far as colorways, and if they're gonna have 2 different production sites, Vietnam and China. I'm curious to see how that's gonna turn out too, man. Overall, like I said, it's kind of hard to pick which one I like more. As of now, I think I'm leaning with the Kyrie 6 a little bit more as far as the look, but the fit, and if I was hooping right now, I think the Kyrie 7 might be a little better because it's lighter, and if this traction is on point, then it's just an upgrade. It's not necessarily better or killing the shoe. It's definitely an upgrade, which is something you want to go from one shoe to the next, which I think they did. I think they nailed it. You know what I'm saying? The texture on the tongue, or the not tongue but toe box area, is definitely a little bit more thin than on the Kyrie 6. There's a little bit more layering to it, which adds to the snug of it. You know what I mean? I'm curious to see how much of your foot can breathe because it's not as many materials in the upper, but it remains to be seen, bro. Give me your thoughts and opinions, of course, in the comment section below. Man, it's your boy Bossco. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. More content to come. Subscribe, hit the like button, share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.
perfect.